Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to create an advertisement video for a fitness company using Adobe After Effects. I promise you this is going to be a very cool video, and I would love if you can follow along with me, because I believe with that you are going to learn a little bit more. So without any further ado, let's just dive right in. I'll be creating a new composition by clicking on that. Then the resolution of my composition, I want to set it to 1920 by 1080. Now I'm gonna leave it as 30 frames per second. You can set the duration to 10 seconds, or let's say 15 seconds for this video, because I intend the customer intend to use these ads on YouTube, so anything between 10 seconds and above is okay, and if it is more than that, it will be perfect. Yeah, so just click OK. Now I have this canvas, and for this animation we are gonna be using video as our background, especially for the first frame. So I'm gonna import some video files. Just right click on the project panel here, then come over to file. I've downloaded some videos that I'm gonna use for this. So I have this 4 set of videos, so I'm gonna import them into my design. Now the first thing is that let's take one of the videos. Probably, let's see, I think let me take this. I'm gonna bring this onto my artboard. Now I have it here, so I want to use this as the background just for this first frame. And this first frame I intend to make it nothing long than a second. It shouldn't be longer than a second, but we can always modify the length. So why I'm saying that is because I want to reduce the length of this video. So on the timeline, I'm just going to, this is what I intend to do, probably take it inwards just like that. So I can reduce it just like that, and let me leave it as 1 second. I'm going to put my playhead here, so let's see what we've got. But I don't like that part of this video, so let me just take this inwards. Let's see. Oh yeah, let us start from the beginning just like that. Yeah, I think this okay. So now I want to use this as a background, like I've said. So now I'm gonna bring in another video. In this case it will be this. I'm gonna position that over the first one. So this new video here, let's see the part that looks let's see the part in which the exercise is coming up. I think somewhere around here. I think somewhere around there is fine. So I can just bring the playhead up to that point. Now I'm going to bring this to the beginning of my timeline, so we have something like this. Let's play that. I still don't like it. Let me go in a little bit more. I think I like this part. Yes, I like this part. So what I'm gonna do is this. I wanna reduce the size of this. It's selected, so you can just drag it inwards just like that. Don't forget to hold down shift if you want to retain the size. So the intention is to have this something like this, so that we see the video below that. Can you see? We see the video behind, but there's something here that I don't like. Yep, the main character in the background video is not showing, so I'm going to get rid of this video, or let me just bring in this one. Let me use this one, then this I'm going to delete it. Now we have this particular video below. We can as well increase the size so that it feels or it shows at this other part of the screen. So what I'm gonna do is just zoom out just like that. Then while the background video is selected, just drag it out so that you can see the person there. So which means we are going to have something like this. Can you see that? Yeah, the movement is showing. That's what I want. So I'm going to zoom or return the book the zoom to 100%. Just click on that. Good. And mind you, as you can see, I got the videos from pixels.com, so you can get that as well. So the name of the person that uploaded is Mikhail Nelo, so you can get that from Pixels. So now that, since that is out of the way, this will just serve as an introduction to our ad. This is there to get the attention of those that will be viewing the ad. So another thing that I want to do here is that this ad is intended to run for like half a second actually. So and since this is 30 frames per second, so it will be from 0 frame to 15 frame. So this particular part of the ad is meant to run up to this point. So anything between to 15. So that's what I have in my storyboard. So what I'm gonna do is, let me take this back maybe a little bit above 15 seconds. Now this layer, there's a way to cut this by using Ctrl+Shift+D. I want to cut this particular video layer at that point, but since I'm using this recording tool, if I should press Ctrl+Shift+D, it's gonna do something else. So what we are gonna do is probably just drag this inwards to this point. As well, I'm going to since this, it will be difficult to drag this, so maybe we can just, or we can do this actually. I'm going to zoom this in. Now let's zoom in until we get to 15, so you can see the frames. So this is the 15th frame. Yep. Yep. So let's see what we've got. Can you see? This is what we've got. So without any further ado, let's just go with the next thing. The next thing is to create some shapes that will be moving. We want some shape to move from top to the bottom of the screen. So to create shapes, that's simple as well. You can just use this shape tool here, drag and then we have a shape. Ctrl Z, sorry. You want to do that on a separate layer, guys. Just make sure that none of the layers are selected. Then create a shape. Now the shape layer will have its own layer. In this case, I want to give it blue color. Something very blue. Good. And there's something else I want to do to it. Can just rotate it just like that. Then, but this is not the kind of shape I want. Actually, I want the edge to move up, just to for it to have some kind of funny shape. However, it's not coming up. I'm going to delete this. We'll probably use the pen tool to create a shape, especially the type that I want. Yep, this is the kind of shape that I want. So I can increase the height. Yep, I can do whatever I want with this particular shape. So what I want is just center the anchor point. I want to center the anchor point just like that. So now we are going to animate this particular shape. First, let's reduce the size. Then we want it to come from outside. Then it should just flying. You get what I'm saying? It should flying. So that's what we want. But yeah, let's quickly animate that. Now you see what I'm about to do. So to do the animation, let's at the beginning it should be somewhere around there. Now we are going to bring in the position, enable the keyframe. Now just about this, we want it to move downwards. No, not that. Ctrl Z. Not that as well. So I can just move it around just like that. So we have something like this. Can you see? Which is very, very fast. I don't want that, so I'm going to extend this. Now let's see what we've got. Can you see that? Which is cool. It's cool. Now we are going to make more duplicates of this particular layer. Easy is. So we have something like this. So that's one. I want to make a duplicate of this layer. Ctrl D to have duplicate. Now this second duplicate, I'm going to bring it. Ctrl Z. Press U. Delete all the animation that is on this new keyframe. Now bring it toward this point. Right click over it. Make sure that you center the anchor point. Yep. Now I want to reduce the size, the width, and change the color to white. Good. Make sure that it doesn't have any stroke. Now I'm gonna place this below, just between the two video layers, so we have it at the back just like that. So this one too is gonna move probably from here. Just want it to move from from here up to this point. So to do that, it's very simple. Or we can just make it move from the bottom whilst the first one is coming from top. This one should just going from bottom. Just press position on the keyframe, enable the keyframe, then you drag it up. I want it to be at this point. Ctrl Z. Yeah, you want it to be there. Then at this point, you want it to be here. So let's see what will happen, guys. So can you see that? Not bad. Just less easy use those keyframes. So now that that is out of the way, we want to bring in something interesting, guys. So the next frame, which is gonna be more fun, is going to have will contain this background video. We have this. The next frame will contain the background video. So to do that, let's just bring in the video into our design. Nice. I want to change the scale of this particular video. So what I'm gonna do is, at this point, I have my scale here. So I want to change the scale. Maybe I have this scale here. So just immediately I want the scale to change. Maybe to like, just change it to 100%, and this one to let's change to 100%. So good. Good. So we have something like this. We have something like this, but I want to change this to, let's go with 80% on both sides. Good. Let's go with 80% on both sides. Now this should play for a while. For another half a second actually. So another half a second will be from here to the first to 1 second. Good. So it should be something like this. So we want some smooth transition from here to here. So how do we do that? How can we do that smooth transition? So first, let's easy use these keyframes. Or yeah, there are several things we can do. We can bring in a layer, probably another shape layer, that will fill the screen. We can just have a rectangle around there. Yep. And this rectangle, it will only be effective just at the end or the first 15 seconds. And so at this point, just like a frame interval. So let's see what happens. You see that there's a blink, so you can do whatever you want with this shape actually. So you can just make it pop. Let's go right. I think it only lasts for like a frame, 15, 16. So let's extend it to like 3 frames. Yep. Extend it to like 3 frames. So we have this. Can you see that? So this is what we are gonna do. At the beginning of it here, just press C. At the beginning of it, let's give it 100% keyframe length. Take it to the end. Now at the beginning, just change the keyframe to 0%. So it's gonna go like this. I think we need to increase this. Let's so we are gonna use this keyframe. Let's go to the line graph. Click on this to be able to see everything. We want it to come fast and end slow. So we want something like this. So that's what we want to happen at that point. Now we have some transition. So what we are gonna do is kind of simple. There's no any message here yet, but we are getting to that, guys. So the next 15 seconds, the next half a second, 15 frame will be our the next half a second. Do we still have these layers? We want this to be out of the picture. These are shape layers. We want them to be out of the picture. Okay, this particular shape layer, we want it to be out of the picture. So what we are gonna do is very simple. Where is the layer? This is it. Just press U over it. Now at this point, just take it out. Yep. Now we have this. So at this point, when I bring in another video, which is this mobile video, so just make sure that none of the layers are selected. Then bring it in here. So we have this, and it should start appearing just immediately. Should start appearing here. So we are going to have this. So let's see what happened. Play. We actually want to give the impression that our customers can access our apps on their mobile phone. So that's what they are going to get here. So, and the next frame, this is where the fun begins. We are going to introduce ourselves, or just tell them what they are going to get from our app straight up. So what we are going to do in the next few frames is very important to this in the message. I'm only doing this because I can't reduce the size on my keyboard due to the app I'm using to record this. But if you are doing it, I would advise you that to use Ctrl+Shift+D. That will cut particularly to the length or to the position where you have the timeline indicator. So now I want this to be coming from here and up to this point. So I'm just going to cut it like that. So the next thing we want to do is actually to bring in, we are not bringing in anything actually. We still have our videos, so we are going to put the videos, just scale them down a little. So to do that, this here are the videos. You have 1 here, 2, 3. So this one and this one, these are the videos I'm gonna use, and I have it here, which is 75. Going to Ctrl+D that, just make a duplicate of that, then bring that over here. Now what I'm gonna be doing is quite simple, guys. So let's just zoom out. I'm going to reduce the size, zoom back in. Now I'm going to position this to this part of the screen. Yep, so we have this. Oh, I think there is sorry, let's see what happens. No, I want it to start playing from here. Now let's see. Okay, I think there is there are some keyframes on this, so just press U to delete all the keyframes. To see all the keyframes, then select all and delete them. So I want to have this. Not that actually, this should so I want to have this. So now at the right hand side, I want to have another video, which is I think is this. Yep, which is this. Just going to Ctrl+D that again. Now I'm going to bring that just at the same time. Just at the same time, probably reduce it Now this I'm going to bring it to the right. Now I have this. Cool. So what I want to do in this case is just bring in some text. So without any further um, without any more stories, let's just bring in the text. Fifteen frame. I want this to run for a second. So now at 1 second 15 frames, it will run for like till 2 second 15 frame, which is here. So we want all of this to run up to this point. So now we are going to put some info around there. So we have this. So you can just balance up the spacing between them. So now let's bring in our text. Very simple. Just press T, or as in just click on the T to bring in the text too. Now I'm gonna type find your. This I'm going to change the color to black. Now I'm going to center the anchor point. Ctrl Shift Home. Now I'm going to bring this around there, increase the width and height. I think I like this font. She's Deuces. So let's just zoom in so that we can work on this perfectly. I think I like that. So what I'm gonna do now is make duplicate of this text. Control D. Then this duplicate, I'm gonna bring it downwards, and then I'll change the content to best. Now this new text, don't forget to center the anchor point. This new text, I'm gonna make it way bigger than the first one. So that I'll make duplicate of it. Then I want to put 2 of those in our design. So this still remain best, but I want to go with another font. Let's see how this looks. Or we can go with something. Let's go with a serif. Since this is a sans serif, I'm not sure what to say about this. Okay, let's let's just leave it like that. I think it's cool. Then we are gonna make a duplicate of it. So bring down the duplicate. Now change this to version. Then give it a full stop. interesting. No, no, just center the anchor point first. You're not an idiot, guys. Still just tricky. Alright, so we have this. So what we're gonna do is very simple. We are gonna change the color to blue. So we have this. Then let's just play and see. But every other thing is moving aside the text, so we want to do something to that. So it's very simple. Just understand your text layer, come to effect and presets. Let's search for card wipe. This, let's just put it on one of the text and see how it looks. See, nothing is happening at the moment. Let's increase the transition completion and see. Nothing is still happening. So or we can just use another effect. Let's go with this card dance and see. Nothing is happening still. If that's the case, then let's do something else. Let's get rid of this. Let's go to the main layer and search for text. We have text. We don't need time code or numbers. Let's see what's under generate. Okay, scribble. Let's see what happens. We'll scribble the text. Color, no. I want the color to be black. Scribble. Our text has disappeared. Wow, so interesting. Guys, you just need to play around with this, guys. Nothing is happening. Let's see what happens. Nothing is still happening. Nothing is still happening. It's kind of frustrating. We are still gonna delete this. So let me just put stroke. Let's take that to best. See. So bring this to 100%. Something is clearly not right, guys. And then what we are gonna do is we don't want this to waste much of our time. Let's just do the basic transformation. Let's use that on this text. So what we are gonna do is probably find your text to slicing from the right, gradually increasing in opacity. So what we are gonna do is just pause the animation, press T and then Shift P to have both opacity and position. So at this point we want to key in this keyframe. Now at the beginning, it's probably around there, we want to take it just outside of our design like that. Likewise, we want to decrease the opacity to 0, so it just flows in like this. That's cool. So now you see another thing, and there's no issues with that. You can just so we are going to keyframe this. Now go into the time graph. Now we can just make it very fast at the beginning. So I don't know, I've been messing up with this lately. I don't know why. Let me just select this, see what happens. Yep, let's zoom in, just click on this. Should come back to its position. This one too should go back to its position. Now I want it just like this. So let's see what happens once we play that part. We are going to do that for this as well. Just for the text, actually, let me just reduce. Let me bring them around there. So once that comes in, let's bring these guys in as well. So what we are gonna do is we want this to flow in. Let's do something cool. Let's do something cool to this. Now I'm going to create a mask over it. Now to do that, once the layer is selected, click on this rectangle, then you draw the mask. Draw the mask over it just like that. So now we have a mask over it. So at the beginning, just once this has arrived in, we want to make it sliding. So we are still going to use the T to bring the opacity and P to bring the position. So this layer, just take it downwards. At this point, we want it to come to its place. Maybe at this point, sorry. This one is going to run for like a many seconds. I think it's meant to run for like a second. So okay, let's just do this. I think this should not run up to, should have arrived around there. So what I'm gonna do is just select both, just bring them over there, then just somewhere around this should start working. Then around there it should be at its position, I mean the best. So what we're gonna do is enable these keyframes, then it's just going to fly in from around there. So what we are gonna do is just take it out, and then take the opacity away as well. So it just comes in like this. So now we select everything, right click, keyframe assistant, easy. So this is what we have. So now at this point, we want to animate this version as well. In this case, I just want to go with scale and nothing more. So just press S to bring in the scale. Now this is the size we want. So at this point, we want to change the scale, just make it very small, just like that. So it goes just like that. So that's what I want. Just right click, keyframe assistant, easy. Now for this, I'm just going to do some little work. Remember what we've been doing. We want it to come in very fast, then slow towards the end. Yes, that's what we want. That's what we want for this as well. Coming very fast, then it should just slow at the very end, just like that. So you are going to repeat that for all the keyframes. So So now let's see what we've got. Can you see? It's not bad. It's not bad. The only thing that I don't like here is I think I don't like the color. Let's change the color of these guys. Let's change their color first. Need to go back to character. Then let's change the color. Maybe use the color of this lady. Oh, doesn't really work out. Or we can just use another font. Oh, this is not big. Ctrl Z. Let's just go with the color. Let's change the color. Then the color of vest as well. Good. I think that's okay. Let's see what we've been able to create so far, guys. Okay, it's not bad. The final piece to this design is another 1 second video that will show how they can get us, which is maybe we can call it a call to action if you wish. So what we are gonna do is kind of simple. So we have something like this. Now we are going in for another 1 second. So this should run for till 3:15. Yep. I think that point. So from here, we wanna stop this. So what I'm gonna do is simple, like I said. Let's just create a final call to action. It should be something like this. It's gonna run from here. Now we want to have one of these videos actually. Let's see, let's go back into our project window. Go back into our project window and see if there is any image that we have not used. I think this, yep. I'm going to bring this into my design. Just going to bring this into my design. Yep. Now at this point we have it. want it to start existing at this point. So at this point we have let's just zoom in so that we'll be able to position this nicely. So this is the 15th frame. Now this, I'm gonna drag it downward around there. So at this point we have it, but not in this size. We are going to reduce the size and then just put it to the right of the screen. Something like this is cool. Now I want to create another text layer, guys. The text layer will be here. So this will be like this. So to bring in the text layer is kind of simple. You understand how we did the rest? So just click on text, come here, then the message will be how. You know the previous one we asked them to find their best version. Now in this case they'll be asking how. So it will be something like how, then question mark, then we say search for it. Now we have this. Remember to take the anchor point back to the center, then bring this to this place. The color for this as well will be black. And guys, I don't like this font. God, I don't like it. So now this is cool. I'm gonna create another text, guys. So it will be everyday. Control Shift O, Control Shift O. That doesn't work, just come here. Now I want this to be very big. So I'm gonna make duplicate of this layer, then bring the duplicate just around there. Double click, change the content to day. We can just, I feel like reducing the size. Yep. So now we are going to change the color. of these two guys to blue again. Yeah, or we can use the team color. In this case, change the color to yellow. So let's change the color to yellow. Good. I think something like that is cool. It's cool, guys. So let's just see what we've got. Oh, mind you, this should come back like that. That's it, guys. With that, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.